What is up, my peeps? It is John Moore here with a video review of the Hagen Safety Razor Heavy Duty. That's right, folks, we're going to be taking a look at the Hagen Safety Razor, and they're marketing this as heavy duty. Now, I'm seeing this as just basically being built like any other safety razor out there. It's just your traditional design. In fact, if you just look up your generic safety razor, you'll get basically this exact thing. Now, that's not a bash on this. This is actually a really good value price razor. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how this was received. So I picked this up at a brick and mortar store. You can order these online. You can find them in Target. I found this at a local grocery store. It's a really popular little introduction safety razor here. I want to talk about the box a little bit first and what I noticed about it. And really what sold me on this is just the good design of it. I gotta say, they really did a good job with the marketing of this. It is just hipster enough that it catches my eye, and it's got that retro look, but it's still contemporary, and it just, I don't know, it reminds me of just something so hipster that it's mainstream again. So I'm really digging it. Let's take a look at the back here for our Hagen. Is that right? No, it's Hagen, yeah, safety razor. So it says on the back, no gooey gel strips or gimmicks, butterfly opening for quick blade change, short handles for better control. You know, short handle, I can get used to it. Low cost, yet high quality replacement blades. That's a good thing. I found that out pretty quick. Single blade for superior trimming, and that is really good about being able to do trimming, things like that. Get a good sharp line. I used to use a safety razor, actually, not a safety razor, but a straight razor, and those things are fantastic if you just want to get like a line that's so sharp you can cut someone with it. And single blade helps minimize chance of ingrown hairs. Well, I don't know about that. I think it comes down more to how close you get the shave and the direction that you shave with, but that's what it says on the back of the box. And it says, for best results, use with Hagen shave soap. I thought it was going to say use with Hagen razor blades. Thank goodness it did, and I don't want to make liars out of them, because that's one of the first things I want to talk about. When you get this, you're going to have this packaged in foam. It's just going to be wrapped in foam. No elegant design or anything here. Like I said, this is a budget product. And then you'll have these razors, okay? And it says, made in Germany, stainless, ice tempered. Like I said, they have marketed the heck out of this. Throw these things away. They are freaking garbage. I'll tell you that right now. I made a video about switching to a safety razor a couple days back, and I bought a couple different razors to try with it. I got these that came with it. And then I also got these dollar store brand ones right here, which are just freaking fantastic for what they are to come from a brick and mortar store. I paid about $1 for 5 of them. It's about 20 cents a blade. You know, you got a little bit of an upcharge for having, like I said, a brick and mortar store there. You're going to pay a little more. But that being said, the blades that I bought from the dollar store, these generic Vietnamese blades, are 10 times better than these German steel blades. And maybe it's a good steel, maybe it's just whatever steel they're using, I don't know. D2 is supposed to be a good knife, or a good steel, good tool steel, but from what I know, it takes a shitty edge, but it'll hold it forever. So, you know, it's different kinds of steel do different things. These things suck. Throw them out. Don't judge this razor based on the blades it comes with. Seriously, guys, pick up any other brand blades besides these. You will thank yourself for it when you shave with this thing. So let's talk about the construction of this little beast a little bit. This thing is made of solid brass, and it is chrome plated. Now, solid brass is a huge deal to me, because if you've looked at anything that's been chrome plated or nickel plated that is steel, or that is zinc steel alloy, it tends to bubble. And zinc steels tend to develop this white powdery oxide depending on how much zinc is in the steel. And usually your cheaper ones are going to have zinc in them if it is an alloy, versus brass, which takes a much, much better plating. It's the best material that you can play. That's how come, like with all my banjo parts, I play banjo, I'm a musician, the best quality parts are brass. When they're nickel plated, it's brass. When they're chrome plated, it's brass. When they're gold plated, it's brass underneath, because brass takes the best bond when you're plating it, and it will last the longest. So let's go ahead and take a look at how you use this. This has what's called a butterfly opening. So we have a little knob down here on the bottom and 2 leaves up top. And when we twist this knob, it opens them up, and we can place our razor blade down inside. We have a little guide right in the middle that sits down on, and then we just simply close it down, and it's ready to shave. You don't have to tighten it up super tight, just tight enough that it'll hold the blade in place while you're shaving with it. So how does this thing perform when you're shaving with it? Well, I put this thing through a little bit of a test. I put it up against a multi-blade disposable razor, a Bic, which I know is like not a Gillette Pro Glide or anything like that. But you know what? They're comparable because the prices of the blades are so cheap. This is still half the price of those cheap Bic dual blade razors, and this thing actually outperformed it. So as I was shaving, what I noticed was I actually got closer with this, just it having a single cutting edge on each side. I got closer with it, and there was also less irritation. It was very nice, a very good shaving experience, and I really liked it. Now it was slower because you have to be a little more careful with it. The Bic, I was able to just basically go whoop, 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 and I'm done. This, it's more of just kind of being a little more careful with it, and maybe that has something to do with it a little bit, I don't know. But with the Bic, I did still try to take my time, but I did notice it was just easier to do it quicker with the Bic. So if you're looking for something that you can use in a hurry, definitely your interchangeable or your disposable head ones, your disposable razors, probably going to be a little bit better option for you. But for something that just gives you a good shave, this is really cool. So why would you want to buy one of these? Well, this has practical and also some not so practical reasons why you might like this. The practical reason is this thing is very cheap to shave with, and you get a very good shave with it. And the non-practical side of this is that it is just retro cool. I really dig it. It's something that is going to last for years and years, and if I have kids and there's some little Johns ever running around, they can probably use this too, and they can cut themselves on it just as bad as I cut myself the first time I used it. This thing is just retro cool, and I really dig that. It's that second kind of cool, like those old big boom boxes and those old staplers, office staplers with the chrome plating. If you're into that sort of stuff, you just think it's kind of interesting or neat, you'll probably like one of these. No, I think that's everything. I think I've covered everything about this that I want to cover. This thing is just a really good little shaver for the money. Just get some good blades to go with it, and you'll be good to go. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like down below and subscribe to me if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.